What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, yesterday I screen recorded Lil Wayne's performance at the Louisiana Fest in New Orleans, Louisiana. And it was a short clip, like 13, 15 seconds. And Wayne was up there sounding horrible, right? And so when I screenshot this performance, along with the other commentary that I provided about Wayne the day before, when I talked about me being tired of his Woe Is Me tour because he's not the Super Bowl halftime performance show, right? After, I made these videos, somebody commented under one of my videos telling me it's plain to see y'all really hate Wayne. When you hate Wayne, you hate the city of New Orleans and its people. Like, fam, knock it off. Like, nah, we not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that. Just because I believe Wayne does clown things does not mean I hate the city of New Orleans and I hate New Orleans residents. Come on, like, we're not gonna conflate the two. Just because you love Wayne and you think he's above reproach and you don't want nobody to say nothing bad about him does not mean I hate the people of New Orleans. I've never actually been to New Orleans and I want to go several times. My mother says she believes I would have a lot of fun because she goes for Essence Fest. She's been out there with her friends a few times and all of that. I've been to Eunice. I've been to, Appaloosas. I have not been to New Orleans. I ate some of that boudin in Eunice and it was great. Excellent. So I want to go to New Orleans, But we're not going to make this I hate New Orleans thing. No, I hate the cornball stuff that Wayne does at times, like throwing black folks under the bus and acting like racism is a figment of our imagination in order to keep his white fan base satisfied and to keep them comfortable, and to not ruffle their feathers. I hate that. I hate that he's on this Woe Is Me tour because he's not the Super Bowl halftime performer, like as if he was supposed to be guaranteed that slot because he's from New Orleans, Louisiana. No. I don't think Wayne is the best performer anymore at all either, but come on, fam. That don't mean I hate New Orleans. Like, let me tell y'all this, man. Kanye West is from my hometown, Chicago, Illinois. South side like me, Chicago, Illinois, right? When Kanye was out here doing clown stuff for years, I never said nobody was attacking Chicago because they was coming at Kanye. You never seen that come out of my mouth. Matter of fact, on my channel 2 years ago, I was berating Kanye West, raking him through the coals. And this is another Chicago, Illinois brother that I was doing. A brother who was once a proud representative of the city. And like, he really was representing everything the city stood for at one point for me. But when he started getting on that stupid stuff that he be on, throwing black folks under the bus, talking about slavery was a choice and all that. And y'all don't come in here trying to whoop, because some of y'all Kanye fanatics be trying to modify what he said. He really wasn't saying that. He's saying this. Y'all be thinking for Kanye trying to over-explain for him. No, he said what he said, and he meant exactly what he said. All them years in slavery. What did he say? How many years did he say? 300 years in slavery? Sound like a choice to me. Like, come on, stupid. But anyway, I got on Kanye West's head a lot of different times. He was throwing black folks under the bus, all willy-nilly. And if anybody else was clowning Kanye, I never felt like they was coming at Chicago. Again, knock it off. Knock it off. A few of y'all love Wayne so much that, okay, if you mad that I put up a clip of the performance, cool. But y'all getting mad at me calling Wayne out for acting like racism. He didn't know racism existed. Come on, fam. Like, especially the people, like, listen, man. You saw what happened to black folks in New Orleans, Louisiana when Hurricane Katrina hit. You saw how black folks was left for dead. Wayne know about it. So to act like racism is not a thing and to act like systemic oppression is not for real, and to act like racial bias and all that, like that's not a real thing, racial bias against black American people is not real. Y'all trying to give him an out? Like, come on. I don't know. Maybe this is what y'all want to do. I don't get down like that. But again, it's probably because, I would get on anybody that do this. If LeBron James is acting like racism didn't exist, I would get down on LeBron James. Y'all don't believe it, but that's how serious I am about that. You know what I mean? Like, white folks look at Lil Wayne and worship him to the heavens. A lot of them do. And for him to come out front and act like racism, he didn't know racism existed because he had fans of different ethnicities. For him to shoot down the Black Lives Matter movement, not the organization, but the movement, while also perpetuating negative stereotypes of black folks, pulling out a red flag, talking about he a gang member. For him to do all of that, and for y'all to act like it's cool and think I'm supposed to let it ride. No, if anybody would have done that, I would have clowned him. You know what I mean? If it was LeBron James, if it was Andre 3000, the big boy of Outkast, because Outkast is my favorite hip hop group of all time. If Derrick Rose would have done that, I would have clowned D Rose. That's a Chicago, Southside Chicago native. I would have clowned him too. So yeah, but I think too, I do believe this. I do believe that I possibly also could be more unfiltered with my criticisms of Wayne, because although he's a legendary rapper, he's an iconic rapper, and I in these videos where I'm talking about when I'm clowning Wayne for certain things, for the clown things he's doing, I always give him props as a legendary, iconic rapper, as a all-time great rapper, But with all that being said, I probably am a little bit more unfiltered because I don't have the affinity for Wayne that a lot of y'all do, probably, because Wayne was not... See, I'm 31 years old, and like I said on my live yesterday, my live stream, a lot of people of my age range, their introduction to lyricism came through Wayne. My introduction to lyricism did not come through Wayne. So I don't have like this same stronghold connection to Wayne like other people do in my era, because I was already listening to lyricists. I was already listening to Jadakiss, Nas, Jay-Z. I was already listening to these artists already. Even Juvie, 400 Degrees. I was already listening to this type of stuff already. So while Wayne was a really dope rapper and all of that, I was not like, I didn't cling to him per se like I did other rappers, because again, he was not my introduction to lyricism, although he was a dope rapper. And probably a lot of my generation's connection to Wayne, due to the nostalgia, due to the hits that he's produced, because he's made a lot of hit records, a ton. They are like, they don't want to go at Wayne in a certain way when Wayne says certain things. They don't want to come at Wayne because they remember that Wayne provided the soundtrack to a lot of their lives and moments throughout our teenage lives, etc. Me personally, I don't feel the need to like hold back when I talk about Wayne, the clown stuff he's done, especially when it came to acting like racism was a figment of black people's imagination. I feel strongly about that. I really do. I really do, especially as a black man who's been in a lot of non-black spaces. I grew up in black spaces all my life, but I'm saying I've operated in a lot of non-black spaces, whether it be in grad school, corporate America, etc. And there are people who act and think like Wayne. Oh, racism don't exist. Like black people are acting woe is me about racism. Like we're making this up. Like we're being professional victims. And as it pertains to racial matters, police brutality, etc. And when they hear Wayne say that, Wayne gives their statement credence. He gives it like validity in a way. You know what I'm saying? And so I have to provide pushback on that. I cannot sit back idly and let him just rock out with that. You know what I mean? So I went off about that type when he acted like racism did not exist. But also, man, I just think that this woe is me thing about him performing, this pity party he's throwing about not performing at the Super Bowl, to me, that's like, come on, it's very whack to me. It's very disingenuous from a lot of other black people too, because I feel like if Beyonce, Chris Brown, or Rihanna was performing, it wouldn't be this big of a deal, because those individuals are all beloved by black people for the most part, universally. The problem is Kendrick Lamar is performing, and they wanted Kendrick Lamar's victory lap against Drake to stop. So that's why they're acting like they're so gung-ho for Wayne performing. Not because, oh, it's in New Orleans and he's the legend and the icon. Let's be for real. Knock it off. All right, peace.